guys, I'm here with A Sense of Purpose at the Foundry in Cleveland.
What up?
Today is their EP release show, and we're going to ask them a couple questions. But first, we're going to go through, and they're going to introduce themselves. So go ahead.
My name's Seth, I play bass.
I'm John, the vocalist.
I'm Kyle, play guitar.
Chris, sing and play guitar.
I'm Nick, I play drums.
Okay, guys. So you guys dropped your new EP yesterday, I believe.
Correct.
And so give us the scoop, the name, and what's your favorite songs on it? Like, how have the fans reacted so far?
So far, I'd say really positive. We haven't had anyone slam us for sucking yet, so that's pretty solid.
Yeah, just got a text from a friend.
Yeah.
3 songs in, as I would say, I love it.
The name, Zoetic, was a Seth creation.
Yeah, it was just it's a really obscure word, but it just really, the term itself is just like, it pertains to life, or it hints at vitality, things like that. So I think that's something that thematically can be found throughout the album.
Record. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty neat. Alright, do you guys personally have any favorite songs on the EP that you guys like playing?
I think the Common Bind.
Common Bind live is the most fun, I'd say.
My favorite to play is To Feel Alive and
To
Recollections.
Feel Alive has been fun. Recollections too.
You guys partnered with Heavy Blog is Heavy.
Yeah.
How are the reactions from that? I don't know if those are your regular fans or.
So based on just the stream numbers, there was almost 1,000 plays of the combined songs on it. So I'd say it was pretty positive. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect going into it, but
we never done it.
We got a few downloads and
a
couple people bought it.
We never done a streaming kind of thing before. That's been kind of a new thing lately. I don't know, Jimmy from Heavy Blog had some really nice things to say in his short little write-up. So I mean, definitely grateful for that. And I don't know, it was just cool to have a partnership, I guess.
yeah. All right, so since your last EP, the lineup of the band has changed. So what's the story? Which one of you guys is new, different?
We got a new rhythm section.
Seth and Nick are new into the mix. We were only a 4-piece actually for a while. John was technically our drummer, and then we started recording our first EP, Become One.
Yeah.
And then we were looking for a vocalist, and then we just decided John the vocalist, so it turned into a search for a drummer. And we actually never had it. We had a couple guys, but nobody actually ever stayed enough where we were practicing and playing out often. So we kind of bounced around and just kind of put out the EP, and it was just musical available, and we didn't do much as a band outside of that. Our old guitarist, his name is Tyler Valenza. He actually did a guest solo on The Common Bind, one of the songs off of Zoetic. Okay. He was in another band at the time, Red Sun Rising, who was actually kind of blown up because they got signed to a major label. He started touring with them, didn't have enough time for our band.
For our tiny
little band. You know, Red Sun has...
Hey man, it's lost.
Yeah, 2 #1 rock singles, whatever.
Yeah.
He kind of... We didn't really get much done for a while, and then eventually he was just like, hey man, I can't do this, so we kind of started looking again, and...
We were kind of dormant for a while.
Kind of dormant, and...
I actually met Chris through a Craigslist ad.
Yeah, I was actually bummed as fuck, because, we didn't really have anything going on musically, and this was, our baby, and it's what can we do? And then I saw a Craigslist ad that they posted along with...
We had a band before this that was just a train wreck.
Yeah.
So we were looking for another guitarist.
Yeah, they were just looking for a musician. They said gent band, looking for guitar, and I'm like, I play guitar, I love gent, whatever. So I went on a jam with them, and it was cool, but I don't know, I didn't feel right, starting something outside of this project. So, that kind of happened, and then Nick, a couple weeks later, texted me, hey, if you ever need a drummer, and I was like, we do. Got him, and then through him, we actually found Seth, and started playing bass, and we've had our whole lineup for over a year now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, you guys mentioned, we're joking about a tour before we got started with the interview. Do you guys have a tour coming up that I don't know about, or
I
is there
wish.
any?
I wish.
Unfortunately, no. We're still in the save for a band kind of mode right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to donate, buy a shirt.
We're just playing regionally now. We had our first Columbus show a month ago.
Nice.
We're going back to Columbus.
We're going back there in a couple weeks.
Nice.
Yeah, we're just trying to start playing out-of-state shows and then eventually get ourselves a venue where we can actually do a string of shows and a tour, as they
Yeah.
call it.
So if you could take some of your fellow Cleveland scene guys, who would you take on tour with you if you could put together a dream package of local bands?
Sentience would
Probably Sentience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'd want to take
definitely would
Sentience.
be a good fit for
Definitely
us.
So like they're playing our
Makes
show. We
sense,
played with
yeah.
them a couple
Yeah.
times in a variety of venues.
They're genty too, so.
Yeah.
They're solid. They've been around for they've been around longer than we have anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe Wide Eyes.
Why
Yeah,
guys?
it's all-
Yeah,
yeah.
if they've started playing live shows. And actually, I mean, From Another Planet, they're from like the Columbus area, and they're also playing tonight.
Yeah.
But they've gone on some regional tours, and they're a little
Yeah.
bit more vetted with that kind of stuff.
They would be a good fit.
And they're killer, so it would be awesome to just kind of I don't know, have a little Cleveland trifecta or Ohio
Yeah.
trifecta.
Yeah.
Go out and,
Are all of you guys originally from Cleveland, or is
we're technically from Akron.
Yeah.
We're-
Akron area.
I grew up Akron area.
I actually grew up in Cleveland, went to schools out here, and then, I don't know, around middle school I moved out to like Hudson, Akron area.
Yeah.
Seth.
think so.
I'm from like a little shithole town. It's called Wellsville, Ohio, but
Yeah.
it's like easternmost part of Ohio. It's like closer to Pittsburgh
Okay.
than it is to Cleveland. Even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just came out here for school and happened to be in Dickson.
Yeah, so Seth went to Kent State, and Chris and I are about to graduate from Kent State,
Nice.
and Kyle and Chris and I all went to the same high school.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's all kind of.
Kyle's actually 34.
He was our guidance counselor.
I think any guidance counselor will tell you not to do this.
This.
Yeah. Being a
Good
band.
point.
I don't know, man, mine was pretty supportive.
Good.
I wasn't in a band, but
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
All right. So how would you say? Do you guys like Cleveland? What would you say your experience in the Cleveland heavy metal and hardcore scene is like?
I like it. I think I would say like a year ago,
Mhm.
if you asked me about my honest opinion, I thought Cleveland metal scene was pretty non-existent. I didn't really think it existed. I didn't think. I mean, at least the shows I went to,
Yeah.
it wasn't a massive draw for bands that I thought should have deserved it when they were
Yeah.
touring, and the local shows weren't that impressive, and
I
and
think-
some bands would just skip the city. But I think in
Yeah.
the last year,
Yeah, I think when we look at like large tours packages, it's like everything does like Columbus or Pittsburgh, like everything kind of skips
so
Cleveland.
that kind of
which-
says something about it.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that sucks. But I think
But-
you know, there's a lot of local bands, like a lot of people on this show, like Sentience, that
yeah,
I mean, I think it's a lot better than I would have thought it was. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. In the last year, I think we've had
I
some
mean, we
really
played-
good shows,
As far as playing, we've had a good,
experiences.
positive, like,
Definitely.
since we've been playing,
We played the Affiance, had
That was
Yeah.
they're
cool.
from
The
Cleveland.
Fines headliner, and there were
Texas
like
in July.
there were over 400 people there.
Nice.
It was like almost a cap room at the Agora Ballroom.
Yeah, that was a good show.
We played I mean, I guess it didn't technically sell out, but we played like the basement at May Halls with Simon Planet
Oh, that was
and
really
Sentience,
tight.
and like that was packed. They packed in like 150 people into this tiny basement, and we've got close to like 300 people here tonight. So I don't know, maybe it's on the upswing.
Yeah.
That would be,
Sure,
that'd be-
so.
Knock on
Great.
some wood, man.
yeah, right.
I never had a strong like opinion on the Cleveland music scene just 'cause I was like
Yeah.
away from it, not
Yeah.
being in it. I only have like really vague like recollections of it, of like with Salt and Wound and all that.
Yeah,
was, like,
yeah.
playing, but it was
Yeah.
like amazing then. And when I first got up here, I wasn't so much rooted in the music scene 'cause I didn't know any
Yeah.
musicians in that area. But
Yeah.
once I started like playing out with these guys, like you know, my opinion was like the shows may not have had like these massive like turnouts or draws, but the people that were there, I thought cared about it enough or were passionate
Yeah.
enough that like I never felt like I never had like a defeatist attitude where
Wasn't
I
worth
thought
it.
it was like in the dumps or not
Yeah.
worth it. I always
Yeah.
thought it was like on the upswing, and like
Yeah.
every show I've been to since then, if we've been on a show or anything like that, I feel like we've always had a good response, and
Yeah.
I've always like enjoyed playing
Yeah.
in the scene. So
All right, guys. So thanks for doing this interview with me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah,
Where can we find you guys? Where can we get the album?
Pretty much everywhere, honestly. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Bandcamp. You can stream it on Spotify, iHeartRadio.
Are we?
Apple
Yeah.
Music.
I don't know what that is,
Yeah,
but
we got all that.
Um,
We've got physical copies on our web store.
yeah, our website is asenseofpurpose.net, and you can find physical copies through there.
Next time.